Hey, what's up? I'm Baconator.
What's up, you just kill a pig?
I'm Baconator.
And
I'm Baconator. I'm here too.
we're doing more Ace Attorney. We're doing more Phoenix Wright show May's testimony.
Ace Ventura, super sexy attorney at law.
Okay, close enough. And we're going on with this stuff.
October 18th, 10 a.m. District Court, courthouse number 4.
Oh, we're back in court.
And we're in courthouse number 4 this time. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
This is the fun part of the game.
Defense
is ready, Your Honor.
Are they? Are they ready?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer at Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed the heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to your testimony.
I don't know about you guys, but the Santa Claus old man voice is my favorite. I love it so much.
Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. First, I would like to call a familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand.
Here we go.
Detective, if you would briefly describe the case to the court. He always just looks confused.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand the case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, you see. This here's the employee area. It's flashing yellow.
It's flashing.
Now, the actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. Okay? There's the main gate to the studios. This security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, you see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer. The defendant, Will Powers. And a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. That V floated all the way to Studio 1. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right at that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later today, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. Why?
Yeah.
The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon.
Gotcha.
That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again?
Should I listen to the whole thing again? Skip it.
No one listen to the entire
thing? Should we listen to it again?
No.
Yeah, let's do it. I think I can probably remember that.
Oh, wait. So the murder weapon was a spear! Now how medieval.
Cool.
Your Honor, this case is quite simply if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood! Let's call the security officer to the stand. Dang it.
No, I hate her.
I hate her voice too.
Oh, it's gonna be hers and the old man is gonna clash so much.
It's gonna be so hard. Okay. Will the witness declare her name?
What the heck? That face, though.
Oh, God. My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. your name, please, ma'am, please.
That's pretty accurate, to be honest.
Oh, dearie, no need for you to embarrass. You just call me Grandma. Please.
Seems Edwards has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names.
Wendy Oldbag, dearie.
It's actually her name's Oldbag.
But you can just call me Grandma. So even when I was younger, the other children would make fun of me. Believe it, but there's this boy. And Captain, he called me old back when... Objection! Objection! I object to the witness talkativeness.
Love you, Edward. Thank you.
Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony? No, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, see, I was here. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony.
She sure is one hell of an old bag. Okay, let's see.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard stand. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers! The man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
Well, we can show the photo.
You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. This seems pretty obvious. We can just
cross-examination!
You saw the man.
Yeah, at the very end.
Yeah. Okay, we know. We know.
I had some errands this month.
Guard station. Yep. There's Powers. Okay. Bam. Photo. Show it. Objection! Let me get this straight, old bag. Or Mrs. Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you?
Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly?
None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of the Neo-Old-Day Tokyo. Mrs. Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone could plainly see that's Powers, right? Yeah. Well, I wonder.
True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai, but that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of being born yesterday, Miss Witness. Obviously, because you don't look like you're young at all.
He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently.
However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. You're talking to a judge, ma'am. Of course I have proof. Huh? What? Huh?
Even Edgeworth is surprised.
The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would have been so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Well, it's not.
Good. I like Edgeworth.
Wow. Old Windbag has left Edgeworth speechless. She's good.
Let's hear about your proof then.
Witness testimony.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props, and it was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
Well, then wasn't the spear broken? They broke one of the props.
It was probably a practice one, though. Yeah. So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals.
Like a pig. Cross-examination!
Oh, we're in.
Wait.
Okay, I don't care. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. Okay. Wait, wasn't she at the... She wasn't even in the area, was she?
Yeah, go back. Press her. Okay.
Hold it!
No, you should come back one more.
Oh, did I trip and fall? Oh, whoops. Yeah, so I think it's supposed to be... Okay, yeah. Better, of course.
You helped make it better? Wow. I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we?
Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her. She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. Scroll back.
Okay.
One more.
I saw Powers trip.
One more.
Oh, that morning during the action scene. With that?
Wait. One more during the action
No,
scene.
it was the I saw Powers.
Yeah, but trip and fall, you just did that one.
Yeah, okay. So I guess...
So I'd go back one and be like, I have morning, but weren't
Okay.
you...
Hold it! Who was present at the run-through?
Well, let's see, there was Powers. He's the Steel Samurai. Then poor old Hammer, the evil mastodon. And me. And what exactly were you doing? Observing. Just observing.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such.
So she didn't see the run-through then? Boom. Okay. Maybe he...
What was the prop?
Okay. Hold it! He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
His samurai spear? The murder weapon.
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. There you go. Apparently he's sprained his ankle.
I pressed that too.
Okay.
He didn't seem like it. He
Hold
didn't say
it.
anything about having sprained ankle.
Yeah. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
That's the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot. Okay.
I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is? Where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it.
Thank you. There we go.
We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And that is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right.
Are you sure, Your Honor? Object. Let's do it. Hold it right there, Your Honor! We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera would have killed Mr. Powers. We have to consider that possibility also.
How about the deleted photo?
Then, allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. He has it. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? I guarantee it.
Yeah.
No need to ask twice.
Jeez. Witness testimony.
You didn't ask twice. We asked once. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true?
I think so.
The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examination!
Okay, so time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30.
Yes.
Okay. The only person I saw go to the studio was Will Powers.
Well, it's a picture of Will Powers, but yeah.
Okay.
I
feel, well, other people were already there, so...
Go ahead and press it instead.
Hold it! Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody's suspicious looking. Right.
Well, did anyone else not suspicious looking pass by?
No one else. You just said no one's suspicious looking, so that means someone could have. So press it again. Hold it. What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before 1?
Yeah.
No, of course not. Why, everyone was in the employee area before then.
Since they've already been there.
Everyone. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in.
So they're already there.
Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Press, you want to say it?
You said you were with them. Are you sure?
Objection. The witnesses answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness.
Yeah, but she wasn't.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, Edgey-Boy.
Oh my
Gosh.
Edgey-Boy?
Gah! Old Windbag sure has balls. Or, well, you know what I mean. Old Windbags have a lot of ways of skipping over important details after all.
Yeah. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. Yes.
No, don't press it. It's yes.
The only person I saw go was Will Powers.
You already pressed that. If they had, I would have seen them press that already also.
Okay, let's look at our...
Yeah, look at the,
Let's look at something. So, the autopsy was 2:30. Okay. Guide map. Maybe we should present the guide map, which she says she would have saw anyone, because she said she was... Did she say she was like... well, later on, she said she was watching, observing people in this area.
Okay. Well, let's see what else we can...
Card key, Powers photo, 2. Duct tape. Okay, so should I do that?
Yeah, but not right here.
Yeah. The only person saw was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they have, I would have seen them present. They're probably not gonna take it, but whatever.
Yeah, we'll try. Back.
Oh, hold on. Press present. Objection.
No.
This evidence.
How exactly are that evidence statement just now related? No, they don't. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
I don't think that one
Gaze.
meaning comes with the judge. Well, it did. If they had, I would.
If I would be able to see what that one, yeah, I would.
Yeah, really. Okay, let's. How convenient. So, more to perhaps. You know what? Hold it. How do you know that?
Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective.
You didn't say that.
And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret pal, he told me everything.
You see, Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officers' fondness for donuts. Like, really? That's it? Something.
And that's the last part, right? Yeah. So there's only 4 little things she says.
Okay, so maybe when she says, I saw Powers, you just show the photo again?
Well, present, yeah.
Photo?
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
Objection! Hold on!
Yes, isn't that wrong?
Here we go. Look at this photograph! One more time. This photograph was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sirree, Sonny.
So whenever anyone passes by, it automatically takes a picture.
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Right, anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station... Oh, I understand. Records all the security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo 2.
Even I know that means it was taken on 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue that the bit is at the end where it says photo 2.
Photo Number 2?
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo?
Order! Order in my court! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. So she's covering for someone else. Yet there is only data for one of these photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access to the security lady herself.
You watch your mouth with us, Emperor! The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the other gate fired twice. This means 2 people went by.
Well, yes. That's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these new finagled computer things. Edgey-Boy, help! Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper, too. Oh,
what the heck?
Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? That's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai? Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. Not looking good for you.
No, people are stupid.
I see. Your testimony, please.
Oh, we need to
she remembered something. That's what that was.
Miss May's testimony. The other person, Miss May.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see.
That's stupid.
Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny, I only just remembered it. Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Cross-examination!
The other person, so every day after I finish my guard duty, I have one important job to do. I go through the photos, I can check them. I thought you...
I'm pressing that. That's dumb. That's a dumb...
Hold it! How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you see, you can tell by looking at their faces for the most part.
That's racist. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point. Really? I don't think that now I remember throwing out a photo of one. Okay, I want to see. What was that
photo? Tell me your secrets.
Well, who in the heck was the photo you erased?
A fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh know where. They're always hanging around. One was there that day.
Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. We saw that.
No, but that's not big.
The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
To come in through the drain?
We know that. I told you they were freaks. Oh, and... They're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids. So, on the photo that you erased...
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. Or was it a midget?
What? The 2nd or 3rd grader can still...
Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh, yes. Well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade? I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I don't pay much attention. That's why I raised it at. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, they're already trying to unsuspect him.
I'd like to take a 5-minute recess. I want to go play on the jungle gym. I want the defense. Okay, never mind. And no forgetting bad information.
I was going to say something about the defense, but then I thought about monkey bars.
Want to play on the monkey bars. October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 3.
Nowhere.
I thought we were in the 3rd.
Mr. WP.
Yes!
Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studios.
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who is the Steel Samurai in the security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was one of the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone who won the Steel Samurai costume. So where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only one supposed to dead by right.
Nick! What are we gonna do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done it.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey, Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Look at this photograph. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Woodpowers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thought on this matter? The prosecution's thought are simple. Nothing has changed. The other day, who went to the the other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Willpowers. Already? Really? Very well, Mr. Wright. Your thoughts?
The defendant disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There's another person who could have committed this crime.
Oh, gosh.
The old bag.
Your mom. Order! Interesting. Let us hear what you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you would be penalized.
Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. I'd say the old bag.
I wouldn't.
Wait, really? Because she could be just lying. No one else would see her. She's a
Why not the
security
assistant
lady.
girl?
Well, she said that she wasn't there.
Yeah, she said
she's also very small. So if
she's not super small.
Well, if the 10-year-old boy wasn't there, I don't think.
I just like the thought of the assistant girl wielding a spear. But the security lady's not super tall either. She's old. She's fragile.
Yeah, but still, like, she has a better way of covering herself up. Like, no one would have.
The assistant girl is the only person who's not there that you can't immediately go, oh, there's no possible way. Because if you do the security lady, she can just defend herself at the moment. But the assistant girl, I don't think
Yeah, I
is
guess
here.
it's true. They can't really shoot it down right now.
So I would go the assistant girl, but
Let's
that's
do it.
me.
It was the assistant. The steel samurai costume was in the dressing room. She stole it, and oh, maybe it was too heavy, so she was So she stole it, and in doing so, she became the steel samurai.
So you're saying the steel samurai in the picture is really the assistant?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Objection. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry. Remember the photo? Wasn't the steel samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot.
Oh, bad feeling time.
Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury? Powers and Paul Hammer were on a run-through. Oh, and me.
What about the assistant?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. Yeah, but it could be too heavy.
Yeah.
The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury. She could look the Steel Samurai look with that costume. But she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. It's too heavy. Too heavy. That kind of takes the legs out from under that case.
Oh, it does.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I've penalized you as I warned, idiot.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Oh my god.
May we move on, Mr. Wright?
Oh, boy. Grr, this fight isn't over yet. If you would, Your Honor, one more chance, please.
Very well, go ahead. So, what are we gonna do?
Well, I would think so.
So who's the person who committed the crime? The assistant girl. It's either the grade school boy or the security lady.
They've already completely shut down that.
Yeah, but okay.
That's it.
Security lady.
It was a security lady, Wendy Oldbag.
What? Who?
The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury.
But she loves Hammer.
Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper! Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you.
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself, in other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left the post to steal the Steel Samurai's costume, then slipped into the Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
What? Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Because she knows.
Simply, Your Honor.
Camera.
She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in the costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump on with an objection, some new damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion in this matter? Prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did, is that it? Edgey-Boy, don't you just sit there. Do something.
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this whole thing away. Press further. Give Granny a break.
Nah, press further. Granny, get no break.
The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forgot that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
What? Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went into the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler, though. As you said, 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could have pinned my old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Or is it just being nice to the kids and mean to your elders' day? Whippersnapper.
I have proof.
Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder?
The spear, maybe, because she said she wrapped it up with duct tape. Either that or the limping leg with the picture. The boy wouldn't have known about the limping leg.
The boy could have been sitting in the vent. Doesn't matter.
Oh, true.
I'm going... I'd say limping leg, though.
Yeah, that's
I
what
don't
I'm
think
going.
they thought that far.
Yeah, okay. Let's do it. Take that! Oh, I think we got it then. Your Honor, the murder weapon was a samurai spear. The very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible.
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first.
Very well. This court will be suspended proceeding on the current trial for today. Mr. Ainsworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is it. That is all. The court is adjourned.
We continue. Oh.
Wait! Oh, wait. Wait a second! I'm not going to sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me! I'm talking. No, you're not in court.
Everyone's just like,
oh, great. Stop this. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about?
But by whom?
You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her to know?
Well, testify! You already adjourned court. Can't do it.
My lips were sealed.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. They were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag! This is a crucial information! Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Wait, this, okay. Witness the power of the old bag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination!
I don't know what is there to cross-examine? I just seem
who
like
are the peoples?
Oh, Studios wanted me to... You want me to press that?
Next one.
There were some other people at the studios.
There you go.
Hold it!
Ooh.
Who were these people?
Ooh. Well, they're the director and the producer, for starters.
The director?
We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of this action scene without that? Yes. Of course! Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2?
Yes, we knew that.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate, and all the way to the left.
Oh, the path where the monkey's head was fallen.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
I think I've already asked all my questions, but...
You can continue?
Might as well.
Okay.
They said they had nothing to do with the sea.
Press. How could they not?
So they told me just to pretend that it's okay. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting these...
Can I go back?
Okay. It's acting different over the last... Okay, go Suze.
No.
Okay. There were
No.
some other people at the studios that did the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it.
Yes.
Hold it! Mrs. Oldbag, this is a trial for murder.
I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. What?
So, you got your bonus and you still talked? I think I've asked all the questions I have. Take a break. Okay. Your Honor, we have learned that there were others at Global Studios on the day in questioning. The director and the producer and some big wigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
The court acknowledges the defense point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Ms. Oldbag, and more information about these other people we've been told. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Will Power. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Is that to be continued?
Not yet.
Not yet.
October 18th, 1:04 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 3. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Huh.
Oh, really? It's nothing. Go ahead. Oh, or should I... Sniff. We'll be going down to the studios.
We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigation. We have to find out more about the director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick,
Don't call me that.
have we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai suit? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers?
What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her.
I don't. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there with or without my accusation. Okay, so let's get down to the studios.
Right. We'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Now it's to be continued. So, bringing this episode off here. If you did, please leave a like for windbags and old bags and any kind of bags. Comment for Edgeworth actually being off his game with forgetting.
Yeah, what's up with Edgeworth?
Yeah, that's funny. And subscribe for more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Is Kill Pig.
And I'm Baconator.
And we are signing.
Holding it!